Thai bank bucks the trend as most report sharp drops in profit and a cautious outlook for 2021. It was a rather somber picture as Thai banks, in reports to the Stock Exchange of Thailand, reported an overall 23% drop in profits for last year. All expressed caution and uncertainty about the year ahead and concern over the prolonged nature of the pandemic and its extended economic impact. Thai banks listed on the SET Stock Exchange this week reported a sharp drop in profits for 2020 due to the COVID-19 virus except for one bank, TMB Thanachart Bank, which reported a 40% surge on 2020 due to the merger between TMB Bank and Thanachart Bank, which allowed the new entity to take advantage of cost efficiencies and strengthen its loan portfolio. Most banks, however, saw profits plummet as they provided for credit losses. All the banks agreed that the outlook for this year is still unsettled. Kasikorn Bank Chief Executive Katya Indaravijaya has seen her bank's net profit for 2020 plunge by 23.9% with a massive provision in the first half of the year for expected credit losses. It is a similar trend for other financial institutions with overall profits down by 23% and all bankers expressing uncertainty and caution about the year ahead. 3 of Thailand's top banks have reported higher provisions for expected credit losses as they confirmed a sharp decline in profitability for 2020. All banks saw the outlook for 2021, right now, as one of uncertainty. Overall, Stock Exchange of Thailand listed banks saw a drop in their bottom line in the order of 23% for last year. Kasikorn Bank reports high expected credit losses at the end of the year with a 23.9% profit drop. Kasikorn Bank and a range of associated subsidiaries recorded a net profit of 29.6 billion baht. The bank revealed that it had made a large provision for ECLs in the first half of the year given the scale of the economic setback caused by the 2020 lockdown imposed by the government. Consequently, ECL provisions in the last quarter were not as high as other institutions. The profit for the bank was off by 9.24 billion baht on the previous year's results, a fall of 23.9%. A briefing on the bank's performance for 2020 was given to the Stock Exchange of Thailand by its chief executive, Katya Indaravijaya. Largest business lender in Thailand, Kasikorn Bank is the largest business lender in Thailand. In all, the financial institution set aside 43.6 billion baht in expected credit losses for the year to the 31st of December 2020, which was up also by 23.9% on the year previously. At that point, the bank recorded no less than 3.65 trillion baht in assets, up by 11.9% from 2019, a gain of 365 billion baht. K-Bank's non-performing loan ratio stood at 3.93%, a rise of 3.65% from the year before and caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Under the International Banking Regulatory Framework, known as Basel III, adopted after the world financial crisis from 2007 to 2009, the bank has a capital adequacy ratio of 18.8% with its Tier 1 ratio coming in at 16.1%. Bank of Ayutthaya sees profits nosedive by 30%. Meanwhile, Bank of Ayutthaya told the market that it had suffered a profit fall of 30% last year. Net profit for 2020 came in at 23 billion baht. This was 9.7 billion baht lower than the figure for the year previously. The loss was also attributed to higher ECL provisions because of the virus outbreak. This was driven by lower operating profit in the absence of extraordinary items recorded in 2019 and a higher provision corresponding to higher ECLs, a statement issued by Bank of Ayutthaya to the SET explained. All banks refer to the uncertainty in the market generated by the second outbreak of the virus. The bank referred to the climate of uncertainty that has been generated by COVID-19 aggravated by the second wave of the viruses last year drew to a close. Bank of Ayutthaya revealed that its non-performing loan ratio for 2020 was 2% up very marginally from 1.98% 12 months previously. It also revealed a loan coverage ratio of 175%, which was higher than in 2019 when it came in at 164%. TMB Thanachart Bank bucks the trends with a 40% rise in profits as it benefited from lower costs after the merger of the two lenders that is ongoing. It was quite a different picture for the newly merged entity TMB Thanachart Bank, which posted a 40% rise in profits in 2020 due to the merger of the two banks and cost efficiencies. The merger is ongoing and expected to be completed by July this year. The bank explained that it had focused its efforts in 2020 not on loan growth but on improving the quality of its loan portfolio and maximizing the benefits of the merger of the two financial institutions. By doing this, its net profit rose to 10.1 billion baht while its non-performing loan ratio edged up only slightly from 2.35% to 2.5%. Bank is cautious going into 2020 about the ability of borrowers to repay loans. It has raised provisions, however. The bank took a cautious view moving forward into 2021. While it was pleased that most of its customers exited the debt relief scheme launched by the Bank of Thailand last year, it took the view that ongoing uncertainty being generated by the pandemic may impact loan repayment ability in 2021. Consequently, it raised its loan coverage ratio at the end of 2020 to 134% from 120% the year previously. The bank's loan book stood at 1.34 trillion baht at the end of 2020.